a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
This episode contains conversations about rape.
Some listeners may prefer not to listen to this episode today or at all.
This episode is about Twilight Eclipse, so if you know what we're talking about and you feel comfortable listening to it, that's what it's about. But also, please take care of yourselves. We care a lot about you.
Life's too short to listen to content that makes you feel uncomfortable. So take care of yourselves, bestie. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I'm Christina Kahn.
And I'm Leela Hilton.
And this is Burn Before Reading, the podcast about literature.
Here we are again to discuss the terrible writing we did when we were younger and touch on some other cringy literary and non-literary topics. Oh wait, it's still literary.
Yeah, technically Twilight is a book.
Yeah, we forget though because of the cinematic universe.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were in the movie. Anyway, spoilers. Leela, where the fuck are we right now?
We are here in a beautiful new apartment.
I mean, it's not new.
It's new to us.
This is probably a 100-year-old building.
It's a 100-year-old historic building, and it is Christina's own apartment that she has all by her damn self.
Yep.
And we're here recording in persona with a special friend.
A special friend. Sounds like we're doing a menage a trois.
It does, sort of.
Welcome to the podcast, Mia.
Thanks for having me.
Yay. How does it feel to be our unicorn?
Really good. I'm turned on. Can't wait.
Unicorns, werewolves, vampires. We're touching on it all today. And we're touching it all today. Wank.
Ugh.
Mia is our real life friend with, I think, next to no literary accolades.
Yeah, next to no.
You came on my Harry Potter podcast one time.
I did, yeah.
That was a really fun episode. Mia came on.
Was it one time? Was it two times? It was once.
It was? I don't recall.
I don't either.
I don't know if you did our Behind the Bastards miniseries, but definitely came on with our friends, your sister Toria and our friend Anna, to do a, I wanted to call it Harry Potter for Idiots, but we ended up calling it Harry Potter for Beginners.
I appreciate that.
Where I asked, frankly, Harry Potter idiots about the entire plot of Harry Potter, which they hilariously...
Is that why you brought me back? Because I'm an idiot to Twilight?
Now you're our Twilight idiot. No, you know stuff now.
Yeah.
Mia, describe your shirt to the listeners.
Oh, this is my wolf shirt. I mean, just picture a wolf shirt.
Yeah, you know what it looks like.
So it's like a tie-dyed, dark bluish kind of motif with 2 or 3 wolves and a moon.
Howling at the moon.
There's a mountain.
Are any of them russet colored?
I wish. No, it's just 2 gray wolves.
I love it. And you also wore it. Have you watched it since you wore it?
Of course I
When we watched the movie last week, or did you wear it for New Moon the week before?
I wore it for New Moon the week before. I wasn't really sure what happened in
Eclipse,
right? I mean, I guess the word eclipse does sort of reference a moon, but yeah, no, I wore it for New Moon.
So we'll talk a little bit more about your Twilight history in a minute, but before that,
Mia, what has been cringing you out this week?
Cringing me out this week? Oh my god! Don't put me on the spot like that.
Okay, or recently,
or ever,
yeah.
Probably just myself all the time, every day. I don't know. I don't have any. Well, I guess so I'm a new mom, and in my WhatsApp mom
your baby's 1 year old.
Yeah,
I want to clarify.
Well, still, I feel very new to the game.
We have a friend with a baby who's less than 1 week.
Yeah, okay, she's a really new mom. She'll be cringing herself out soon. But I'm in this WhatsApp group with other moms that I don't know at all, and I just keep embarrassing myself in that. I think I'm just gonna exit the group.
What?
How so?
I don't know. I try to keep being relatable and funny, but nobody laughs at my jokes, and everyone in there is really serious. And
damn.
I don't know. I just keep trying to make connections. It's just not happening. So I think I'm just gonna stick to real life friends.
You know, it is really hard to get traction on organic conversation flow online.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
That's why we're recording in person, ladies.
Thank God I have real friends. I love you guys.
I love you so much.
I love you too. I mean, it's probably hard too, just to try, because I know you're trying to make some mom friends too, like just so that you can do play dates and stuff. Like that would be very convenient. But I think it's tough because, first of all, I feel like you have a very specific sense of humor and a specific friend group that you have been friends with for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, I feel like whenever I kind of like attempt to burst out of my bubble and like really charm my way into a new friend group, I freak a good amount of people out first.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable around you guys, and it's like, do I really even need new friends? I have you guys. It's probably fine. I just need people that I can hang out with during the day is my real problem. Like, I need people that don't work. But yeah, I do. I get kind of silly and weird, and I don't know, maybe I'm off-putting, or maybe I'm just...
I think you're on-putting, but that's why we're friends.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I would love to take more daytime walks with you.
Any day, anytime.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. I actually talked to my therapist about that. I was like, I need to hang out with more friends, like, in person. Because I chat with my Discord friends a lot.
Yeah.
They're all listening to this podcast, and I love you guys, too. But
Thanks,
like,
guys.
Hey, guys.
I need to get out in the world. And, yeah. My therapist was like, who could you hang out with more? And I was like, Mia.
They prescribed you more hanging out time with me. I fucking love that. That's amazing.
I was like, Mia needs more friends. Because you have a kid and it's hard for you to get out.
Yeah.
So
Paul's a good friend, but it's not the same.
It's not quite the same. But it is sometimes nice to be able to just dish and have him not talk back.
And then his first word's gonna be like,
bitch.
Yeah, no, or like a really bad secret.
Yeah. He does listen. He knows what I'm saying, so it's kind of dangerous.
Layla, what's cringing you out lately?
So I have been, I have a bad habit, Jason and I both do, of like falling asleep on the couch until like very late. Like it won't be until like 3 a.m. that we'll wake up and then like go to bed. And it's like a very hard habit to break because, we're comfortable with each other and like one of us snuggles on the other one and we're like out. And the problem with that first of all, that's like not good habits. It's not good for your body to like be in that position. You should just like go to bed. But also I don't take my meds at the time I'm supposed to take them. So then I'll wake up at like 3 or 4 a.m. and it's too late for me to take my sleepy meds. So then I go to bed and I have like a horrible sleep. So I got like very little sleep last night that I'm cranky about. And then I also like didn't take the rest of my meds that I need, like such as my depression meds. So I'm a bit more irritable than normal today. So I find that cringe. I find it cringe that I'm 33 years old and I can't establish a proper bedtime routine.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where like when you're ready, you'll do it. And like, you're going to have kids eventually. You'll figure out what that bedtime is, girl.
You are?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Eventually.
Yeah. That's probably what's going to change everything. We're just like living life loosey-goosey right now. And
falling asleep on the couch. You guys are so
really
crazy.
Easy. It's really easy. That's why I haven't had kids yet, because my life is so easy compared to,
my terrible life.
No, but like... I mean, when
you were just describing to us how tired you are all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you just said...
Paul slept till 7:30 this morning. That's pretty good.
That's so early, Mia.
And I went to bed at like 9:30, so I got like a fuck ton of sleep.
That's so early, Mia.
Yeah, well...
I love going to bed early.
I love
waking up early.
Sleep. I love getting like 10, 12 hours. It's so nice.
Sounds nice. My body just has so much anxiety and energy coursing through it all the time that I can't even nap. So like...
You will when you have kids. That'll change. You'll love
I think
napping.
it will.
I hope
Honestly,
you're right.
I used to have a lot more anxiety and I don't now.
A lot changes.
No time.
Like, yeah, when you have a kid, like, I think a lot of things just like change. It's like a trauma. Like, even if it's like great the whole time and your birth isn't like that bad and everything, it's like a life trauma. Like, everything gets like shaken up. I mean, would you agree?
I wouldn't really call it a trauma. I'd call it like a rebirth. Like, it just kind of it rewired my whole like brain and everything.
Yeah.
I have less anxiety. I sleep better. Like I said, I have different tastes now. It just kind of changed me to my core, but for the better.
Guys, this is a really good segue into my cringe.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
It's funny because I only texted 2 people in the world about this, and it's you guys. But I've been having, like, a lot of my friends are pregnant and having babies right now. Our friend Rachel just had a baby. My brother's baby mama's getting induced in a week. One of my best friends, Brooke, is pregnant. I'm just having a lot of, like, jealousy of that. And it feels, like, really ugly for your friends to be going through something happy. I'm going to say it like that because Brooke has miserable pregnancies.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? They're going through something
overall.
like that's joyful for them. And you're like, I'm like very happy for them, but I'm also just like so jealous. And it just feels bad. And I wish I could just like ditch that part of me. It's like not helping anything. It's not helping me get pregnant faster.
It's extremely normal to feel that way, though.
Thank you. I feel normal too.
You're not the first person. It's really, really, really normal. You've been dying for a baby for so long, and you're like literally, you know way more pregnant people than I do.
Anyone
like that's
in the world.
You just happen to be in a really like pregnant triangle right now.
Yeah, and like I'm on my own path. I'll figure my shit out, but at the same time, like in the back of my head, I'm like, why did I like wait so long to get divorced when I knew it wasn't working? Like, why did I give so like all my child rearing years to a man who I didn't want to have kids with? Like.
Yeah, but you have to think about it as like every day you did what felt right that day. You have to trust your past self. She was making the best decision she could at the time, you know. You'll figure it out. You're figuring it out already, so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I know. And like I've been with, as you know, my boyfriend Gur for like 6 months, and the whole time I've been like, I'm having a baby soon. And like you can like
with or without you.
That's really cringy to like I told him on the first date. On our first date, I was like, I left my husband because I want to have a baby by myself. And he was like, word, let's keep having
and
this
he's
date.
Still here, so
and I remind him, we talk about it all the time. And I'm like, okay, like, is you in or is you out?
He's still here.
And even like a couple months ago, I was like, should we break up because I'm going to have a baby next year? And he was like, whoa. No, we shouldn't break up because you're going to have a baby next year. Maybe we're going to have a baby next year. And I'm like, okay.
He's on board. I think he's just coming to terms with it.
Yeah.
I know, and I keep being like, I don't want to give you... Oh God, I hope he doesn't listen to my podcast. I keep being like, I don't want to like give you like a horrible ultimatum in like 6 months. And he's like, it's not an ultimatum because you already like are telling me right now.
You told him from day one.
I know. I drunkenly was... I can't believe I said that to him.
Yeah. Well.
But so it is cringe to be dating someone for like 6 months and be like, give me 6 more months and you're going to have to put a baby in your dip, bitch.
There's nothing cringe about knowing what you want and being open and honest about it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you. It feels really cringe.
I get what you mean.
It feels so cringe. When I'm pregnant and he just looks at me and is like, okay. But like sometimes he says stuff when I've been pregnant before I had an abortion when I was like in my early 20s and I was slutting it up. Could have been anyone's baby. But I was like talking to him about that and I was like, oh, I had horrible morning sickness. Like I had to do XYZ. And he was like, oh, I'll remember that. And I was like, why? Because you're going to be with me when I have morning sickness. And he was like, oh, maybe.
Gotcha.
But then I'm like, yeah, I want to have a baby like this time next year. And he's like looking at his watch and he's like,
looking at his watch.
At this time of day like, next year.
Really?
Siri set a timer for 1 year.
He's like, we need to get started like right now. And I'm like, oh, so you're down to get started. But then I just moved into this apartment, which can't fit a man and a baby in it. I mean, it could if I really tried.
Can.
If I gave up all my dreams.
How long's this lease?
A year.
Perfect timing. Anyway,
Greer, I hope you're not listening. Although I also make it very clear to everyone I know that I do talk about things that we talk about in private.
This podcast will come out in a few months when you're pregnant.
Guys, this is my announcement.
My cringe of the week is I'm pregnant.
Sorry, this is the longest cringe ever. I am on month 2 of my body skipping periods.
Your time is coming.
I've taken 4 pregnancy tests.
This is your body's warning. Get pregnant now, bitch.
I know. That's how I feel. I'm like, red alert. So we'll see what's happening with that. I hope it's just stress, even though I feel like in my body language right now, I'm pretty chill.
Yeah, you look good with a beer in your hand and you're like swinging across the couch.
I know, I'm sitting very gaily.
Maybe you're stressed. I mean, that what you just said is stressful. So, I mean, you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Maybe not 100% of every energy of every day, but like...
I know, but I divorced someone and my periods were very regular.
That's because you were happy about that.
Interesting. All right. Anyway, we can get off my cringe now. But thanks for listening, gals. And thanks for listening when I very sadly texted you both like 3 days ago.
Anytime.
Yeah.
I was like, who will understand me?
As a Scorpio, I loved it. I was very happy you texted me.
As a Pisces, I cried. So there you go.
I should have known. I should have known Leela would cry.
That was both very characteristic of our signs. Of our responses.
It's very canceristic. Characteristic of my cancer
Very
sign.
cancerous.
To be having feelings in the first place. Let's talk about something a little goofier. Oh my god. Leela and Penny just kissed. Penny just kissed my 14-year-old cat who licks her butt.
My name is Leela.
What did I say?
Penny.
Sorry. Oh, Mia, tell us a little bit, and it's okay if the story is 0, about your history with Twilight.
My whole history with Twilight. It started very recently. Well, no, actually, it started it was like a couple years ago. So Anna, our friend Anna, who's been on the podcast, she...
Oh, yeah. I remember Diarrhea.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Really good. I'll never forget her haiku about her sister that was like, I cannot wait until you are off the pill. You are a fucking bitch. Or something like that. So funny.
Anna has the best writings. That was so entertaining.
We need to get her back because she had more in that diary.
It's tough to crack that shell. I wonder if she's gotten... She better. It needs to stay uncracked.
I'm honestly surprised you got her to read her diary.
I know. I think we should get more,
it.
but not right now because she's the teacher and school started literally today.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, that was. I should text her. Anyway, she loves, I guess, cringy. I don't know how to describe it. So Twilight.
She just likes cringe. She likes cringing.
Stalked by My Doctor movies. All those Lifetime movies where it's like Blank's worst nightmare, like Mother's worst nightmare.
Oh, and there's also
Stepmother's worst nightmare.
Double Mommy, Double Daddy.
Yeah. And she got me so into those. I would have never like watched those on my own. I do think they're really funny, but like we get together and watch them and they're so fun. Die laughing. It's hilarious. So anyway, she was convincing me. I think the first time I saw anything Twilight was she was just like kind of describing to me the plot, and then she was like, let me just show you the baseball scene. Yeah. And so I saw the baseball scene, and I was like, "Oh, is that Muse?"
Oh my god, when Muse starts playing and everyone cheers. Yeah.
So I saw that, and then she ended up showing me like, I don't know, spoilers probably, the baby scene or the sex scene and the baby scene.
Jump scare from the baseball scene.
Yeah. So I really
it's so sweet.
Know how those all fit together, but she basically was just like trying to get me to watch all of it. So then recently, I watched Twilight for the first time. When was that? I don't know. Sometime this past year.
Was it with just her?
Maybe.
Or was it all of us?
It might have been with
me.
Just... I don't remember. But then the second time I watched it was at the Bird with you and Greer.
Oh, yeah. It was just the three of us?
Well, that was recent then.
Haley.
Oh, Haley.
And I was very drunk, and it was so much fun.
It is fun because, like, at the Bird, we've probably described it before, but the Bird is our local, like, independent historical theater. It's over 100 years old, and
they play the organ.
A Wurlitzer organ. It's, like, a very important part of history, and they play second-run movies, and when they play a true cult classic like Twilight, people are screaming, they're laughing, they're saying every line.
I must say, Tina, you were like the class clown. Like, you were shouting out all these hilarious, like every scene you would say something, then the whole audience would go, ah! It was really funny. It was fun to be there with you.
I had been to see it at the Bird a couple times before, and I was talking big game to Greer. I was like, when I went to see this before, when Dr. Cullen came on screen, I went, oh, daddy, and the whole audience laughed. And I was like, I'm going to do it again. And Greer was like, whatever you want, honey.
Did you do it this time?
No, that's why I had to do new jokes.
She wrote new material.
You said some funny shit.
I don't remember who it was, but I remember yelling kiss at like a very inopportune moment, and I got a big laugh for that. I think it might have been like James and Edward like beefing, like talking at the end, right. Maybe. And I was like, it was like a dead silent theater, and I was like, kiss.
Yeah, I think it was. Though.
And also, like, I say everyone applauds because that was my experience the first time I saw it when I was on edibles, and I was like, I was not initiating a lot, but. This time, I was like, now I know when everyone's going to clap, so I started a lot of the claps.
You did. You started so many. It was really fun. I was really happy to be sitting next to you. I was like, she's my friend.
I'm a real, like, actioner. You know, I'm like, guys, we're supposed to be clapping right now. Let's do it. I'll do it first.
Clapping, whooping, laughing.
I was a real,
it was very interactive.
When we were doing, like, class presentations, like, I would be like, I'll go first, guys, so, like, you can see how it's supposed to go, or, like, if I suck, maybe you'll do better, like, whatever.
I respect that about you. Yeah, it was really fun. So we saw, and then I guess it was Greer's also second time seeing it, but he's read the books.
Greer read the books to impress a girl in high school.
That's still counts.
And no, totally. I mean, yeah.
That's so funny to me because in high school, I guess we just lived different lives.
I mean, I liked Twilight in high school.
Yeah.
But I don't think a man reading it would have impressed me. But I started smoking cigarettes to impress a man, so who am I to judge?
No, I know. It's just, it was different experiences.
And I think he had only ever seen, the first movie.
And then, 2 weeks later, we watched New Moon.
At your place.
And then last week, we watched Eclipse. And the second time, the New Moon, we watched with, like, a ton of people at my house. So we were all talking over it and laughing, of course. And it was a really fun time. But I don't necessarily remember all of it. The same way I studied the first one. And then last week, was it just you and me and Thomas and Greer?
Yeah,
last
I think
week.
so. Yeah.
But we were still also talking over it because it's obviously we're not going to sit
How
there and
can you
just
not?
watch the movie.
And I brought my Twilight blanket.
Yeah, it's right there. Wait, describe the Twilight blanket for everyone.
It has like it's like Photoshop is my passion. And I bought it for $15 from a dealer on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm gonna spread it out while you're describing it. Yeah,
it has I think it has like every movie poster and maybe a couple other like similar images all together. Maybe I'll post a photo on the Instagram.
And pretty much every movie poster is identical. No, it's
like what
Bella's
orientation
face is
are
definitely
they
identical.
in?
they all have total neutral like disinterest faces.
You're
except
right.
maybe
Very serious looking.
Taylor Lautner.
He's sometimes grumpy.
He's sometimes smizing.
Smizing.
You remember Tyra Banks?
She wasn't a girly girl.
So it's about smiling with your eyes. Like I can't do it. I'm too ugly. But like the models will be like,
you're not too ugly. You're just too unserious.
I have a very sweet, silly face.
I wouldn't
That's
describe
my
it that
goal.
way, but respect.
Yeah. So your history with Twilight started like 3 months ago tops.
Wow.
Basically, I saw
Like
the
6
baseball
months
scene
ago.
maybe a year or two ago, but
Okay.
yeah, I didn't really know much about it until a few months ago.
Okay. We're here today to talk about the Twilight Eclipse movie. And I did not even pull up the IMDb. Twilight Eclipse movie. A 2010 film.
Wow.
Directed by David Slade. Not to be confused with
David
Spade.
That would be so funny.
Dude, what have you directed? He directed...
Did he direct all of them?
No. Catherine Hardwicke iconically directed the first one.
The first one was stood out as the best of the three.
I
Maybe
kind
because
of
it's the first in the series so far.
Who
and
directed
sequels always suck, but
Moon? New Moon was Chris Weiss? W-E-I-T-Z.
Weiss. Like Janice Weiss.
Weiss. Okay. And
Janet Weiss.
I don't support all these men. I think that the first movie benefited from the female gaze a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
He directed The Golden Compass.
I wasn't allowed to see that movie because it was pro-atheism or something.
It's one step further. They want to kill God. It is deeply anti-religious.
Which is so cool.
It's a children's fantasy book series, and it's about killing God and going to the underworld and rich, very Hercules
Sounds
and
badass.
Meg.
It does sound badass.
Okay, so 2010 film starring, as our friend group calls him, Robert Pitterman.
Yep.
And Kristen Stewart.
Good job.
Thank you. I made deep eye contact
Kirsten.
with Leela. And I wasn't even reading it. So, Leela, how do you feel about how this film compares to the other two so far?
I think that this is what frustrates me about when we get to this point in the movies. I think this is common with a lot of book to movie adaptations, but if I had not at this point read and reread these freaking books a bunch of times recently, probably recently before this movie even had come out, I wouldn't have no fucking idea what was going on. And so just for me as someone who the joy I find in movies is sharing it with my friends.
Yeah.
So at the time it was very hard. It was a hard sell, and not just because it was stupid and laughing at things that were dumb, and at that point with my generation, it was not necessarily a thing yet. Irony. I feel like ironically watching movies for fun with my generation, at least the groups that I hung out with, that was not a thing.
It was Ernest or Die.
So the plot gets more complex and things get more complex and I don't know. I think it got more embarrassing to share with my friends. And that's why at the time when it came out, I didn't like it as much. I don't know. What do you think about it? I mean, because compared to the other books, I think this one starts to have more in it.
Yeah, it's hard because it's just so boring, and even the interesting stuff is not that interesting. Before I answer, I actually want to hear your answer, Mia. How do you think this movie compares to the other two?
I mean, nothing will be as good as the first one, obviously. The first one had it all. I mean, it's just like any movie in a series. The first one has like the whole setup and the whole romance developing, obviously, so it's just so much better. The second one was good because they introduced the whole werewolf concept. The third one, yeah, I think, like you said, it's just a little bit boring. Because I was like, I was trying to rethink about it before I came on, and I was like, what was the third one even about? The newborn vampire army, right? That was like the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that like...
Oh, and then and Robert Pitterman getting cucked.
Robert Pitterman getting cucked is a very important
That was the whole thing. Yeah, it was a bit weird.
It must be said that in Twilight Eclipse, Rochelle LaFarve is replaced as Victoria with Bryce Dallas Howard, which makes her
that made it bad.
Unwatchably cringy. She is so uncompelling. Like, what is it? I mean, what do you guys think about the Victoria recasting?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not good, and which is odd because obviously Bryce Dallas Howard is a good actress. The recasting thing is just, it's just like so embarrassing. Like, it's like you think we wouldn't notice. You just like, I didn't like it. I did think there was something, there was like a little edge to Victoria that the last, what is the actress's name? Rochelle?
It's L-E-F-V. Wait, no. L-E-F-E-V-R-E. LaFarve?
LaFarve, yeah.
Like Brett?
Lefebvre.
Brett LaFarve.
I don't know. Is that how you spell Brett LaFarve?
I don't think that's his name, isn't it? Favre.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, is it?
Yeah, it's Brett Favre.
I don't know.
Bread Farts. I think Bread Farts was a better Victoria. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, she's just like the new Victoria. She's just like pretty, but her facial expressions are very plain. She's not expressive. She's
disengaged.
Not alluring. She's not scary. She doesn't really have any. I just don't.
Yeah.
She's very forgettable, honestly.
Have you guys seen? And I'm sorry to even ask this. Have you guys seen the first Jurassic Park remake that has her in it?
Yeah.
No.
She plays like
What movie is it?
It's like Jurassic World.
Is that the one with
Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I've seen that, but I don't remember her.
I only saw it when it first came out, and I remember thinking like, it makes me feel ugly to like hate on women, but some just deserve it. Like, is she a bad actor? Like, is she good in anything?
She was good in She was in Black Mirror, right?
Oh yeah, they were
she's
saying
great.
that.
She was perfect in that episode, but that episode was about being shallow.
I think that she needs a good director.
Yeah, because like the only two things I've seen her in are Jurassic World and Twilight Eclipse, and I guess the other Twilight,
The Village or Lady in the Water.
The Village.
She was the main girl in The Village.
Wait,
she?
I don't know. It's been
I think
so
it was
many
the
years.
other one.
It was just Lady in the Water. Then
wait,
one with
let me
Paul
fact check.
Giamatti. It's a very bad movie.
Let me just fact check.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, I know. I love that movie. Was that her? Oh, it was her, but she was younger, and also not for nothing, she was playing a blind girl, and she did a lot of just kind of like gazing into the middle distance.
Yeah,
and
I think like sexy baby syndrome.
She was much younger. Okay, so
she's really good in The Help. I hate that I said that, but she is.
She wasn't as scary. Like, being hunted by her is like, okay.
I think it's like the opposite of scary. It's like when she would like snarl and hiss. I believe the Rochelle LaFarve. That's just how we pronounce it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I believe that she like is feral. There's like she's bringing out her own feralness for that role. Bryce Dallas Howard, I think, is like manufacturing a fake feralness that like
she
doesn't
did the snarling and hissing. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
Remember, she was like, rawr.
I mean, they make in the movies they make vampires have like, I would argue, kind of like dog-like snarls sometimes.
Yeah,
which is a great question of like who's doing the sound design. I think someone who doesn't care.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like certain aspects of this were getting phoned in a little bit. Like the music felt lazy, especially compared to the first one. I don't really remember the second one. Music felt lazy. Cinematography felt lazy. The costuming felt lazy. They were lazy about hair. They're like, put a wig on anyone who can barrel.
That's why I don't remember the story
wig
that much, because it was all just kind of forgettable.
Just a blur of skewed wig. Askew wigs.
And like, to clarify, the main plot is Jacob thinking he still has a chance with Bella. The B plot is Victoria creating a vampire army in Seattle. That just has to be flipped.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because the main plot should be action driven, and then an emotional something that's happened like emotionally that like complicates the main plot. That's how movies work, right?
Yes. I mean, unless they're romance, which that's the thing.
True.
It's like, is this romance? Yes. It's like a fantasy romance.
It would have worked better the other way because the romance part was just, it was getting a little bit tiring.
The whole romance, that's the thing that I think is boring, is like Jacob and Edward needing to work together. And I will say that like,
they were very creative about making them work together.
Yeah, really. Jacob and Edward need to work together to defend Bella because like Victoria's around. Okay. Like, I get that, but the movie didn't make as good of a use of that as the books did. The books took the opportunity to show very early on that Edward is now willing to work with Jacob. But the movie, okay, so for example, do you remember when Jacob in the film horrifically kisses Bella? She's not into it and she punches him, she breaks her hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
They go back to the house and Edward is like, if you ever fucking touch her again, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
In the book takes that opportunity to give Edward character development. And Edward's like, seems like she stood up for herself. Seems like I don't need to do anything here. Like, hey man. It's like, and like, he starts to be very open to working with Jacob after that scene.
He does that for the second kiss, though.
Ugh, too many kisses.
Yeah,
I know
there's two.
that's much later in the book. So the whole like romance subplot in this is like Jacob's still thinking he has a chance. We all know he doesn't have a chance. And then in the end, Bella's like, I'm just going to kiss you. It doesn't even do the same thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the book, Bella's like, well, now that I've kissed him, I know that I do love him. And now I can move on knowing I love Edward more. But the movie is just like, let me kiss him and like nothing.
Yeah, the movie kind of just like, it makes her look pretty bad, to be honest with you.
Like a cheater, like an idiot cheater.
It just makes her look like this like weird cheat, because I'm like, you have not had a horny bone in your butt. Like, she has, in quotes, but Kristen Stewart's performance is not portrayed that she has many horny bones in her body.
She's just too gay.
And then all of a sudden she's just like making out with this, and she's making out with Jacob. And
his cargo, he's wearing cargo
I
shorts.
do buy the romance between her and Edward, but I really never felt like there was anything there with Jacob. They're trying to get us to think that she has this like, oh, I can't decide.
Like this chemistry, this
but
undeniable.
As soon as Edward came back, of course, like there was never going to be like, why is she leading Jacob on?
She says, don't make me choose because it's always going to be him. She says
that's true. She does say that. But it looks like they're trying to make us believe that there's some sort of internal struggle that she's still having where she's like, oh, I don't know.
Because I mean, I think that is a little more in the books. Like, it is more. She's like, yeah, we get along very well. She knows life would be easier with him. Like, everyone
knows that.
Everyone knows that. But in the movie, I just feel like there's no big recollection like that. There's no, so it's just like she's making out with him at the end of the movie for no reason.
Yeah, they didn't really do a good job of,
it's upsetting because there's the two kisses. There's the time he forces a kiss on her and the time she asks for a kiss. And in the book, and sorry to keep in the booking you, but this
it's important.
Yeah. In the book, that kiss, the first kiss that he takes from her, is described so upsettingly.
Yeah.
It's like her whole body seizes up. She doesn't know what to do. He's hurting her. He's like holding her tight. He's not letting her go. It's very scary and upsetting. And the movie doesn't convey that. I think that's fine because it's like, we don't need to try.
What do you think that was about in the book? Was that some sort of like rape kink? Like, why did they do that?
That's a really good question, Mia. What do you think, Leela? Why did they do that in the book?
I don't think Stephenie Meyers understands normal human relationships.
Yeah, my first instinct was to say it was romanticizing male force.
Yes.
So basically what I said.
Yeah.
Because, and I lean towards agreeing with you, Tina, because in the book, the worst part about that for me, even worse than the actual assault of the kiss, is afterwards how every man in her life, including Edward, really, just kind of treats it like a joke, including her father. Her dad's like, good for Jacob.
Wait,
good
what?
for him. Attaboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we stopped liking Charlie.
And they didn't show that in the movie.
They did not show that in the movie.
Perhaps that was for the best. It makes him look like an asshole.
Maybe Billy Boyd was like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah. But that's something in the book that's like kind of upsetting. And I'm wondering, like, is it better to have that bit in there, or is it to the detriment of the
What bit?
experience. The whole that it being more of an assault, and then like this weird gaslighting that happens afterwards.
Well, that's why the movie doesn't show it being so upsetting, but
it's like a joke.
It's definitely something he takes from her with force.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why it's so annoying when later in the movie she's like, let me have a kiss for no reason, because the book explains why she's kissing him. The book is she's kissing him to prevent him from going to battle and putting his body in danger. She's like, what can I do to distract him? Am I right?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
So, like, the movie doesn't... this is the problem with movies, like, not explaining things.
This is what I'm saying, yeah.
It's like there's this whole motivation that she has that is love for him, but not romantic love for him, for why she kisses him. And so the movie's like, oh, he assaulted her, but now she wants it because women be fickle.
Yeah.
And it's like just so lacking any meaning on both sides.
I thought in the movie it was more like she was still kind of just like curious, like, do I like you? But no, you know what? Actually, you know what? That's not true, because when they were in the tent, this was after the tent part.
The tent where Edward is too cold, and so he needs to spoon Jacob. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sleepy.
It made it seem like it was supposed to be like she was like trying to feel for the last time whether or not she like loved him or something. But I just really was not buying the whole thing.
Especially because he's in fucking cargo shorts.
Who can take a boy in jorts seriously? Not me.
Cargo.
And I'm
cargo jorts.
Yeah.
I think they were khakis.
I'll fuck with any type of boy, but that was just a joke. All the boys together in the jorts.
Did you guys like what was the girl werewolf's name? It's not Emily, it's the other one.
I can't remember anymore.
Shit.
Lessica.
Lessica. Oh man,
Lydia.
what's her name? It's Leah. It is Leah.
It's Leah?
I think it's Leah.
No.
Do you guys like how when the boy werewolf, I mean, as far as the movie explains, when the boy werewolves transform, they can hold on to their pants. When the girl werewolf transforms, she can also hold on to her top.
Yeah.
The boy werewolves can't hold on to their top.
No, their muscles are too big.
Muscles too big for top.
Isn't that convenient? Yeah.
Well, you were telling me that in the book they have like this like anklet that like holds onto the shorts. Like, what? How did they get away with explaining that in the book without everybody taking that as an insane joke? Because that's so funny to me.
It's really
like a magical anklet that holds onto jorts.
She says it so quickly. You know it's just because fans were asking. She's like, here's your explanation, peons.
And it's like, you could have just not explained.
Yeah, we could have just used our imaginations. Anything would have been better than that.
Oh, it's funny.
They're really stretchy jorts. That's all you had to say. They're just hidden in the fur or something.
Let's talk a little bit about the B plot, aka the more interesting side of the plot in this movie, which is that Victoria is in Seattle making an army of newborn vampires. And anyone familiar with the Twilight universe knows that newborn vampires have a crazy strength and are like insatiably thirsty for human blood.
Very difficult to control. Like,
they're at their most powerful.
They're at their most like powerful and feral.
How did he explain that?
Just like that. That's
They're just like that.
It's fine.
It's just like that.
Yeah. When they first turn, I thought they were kind of weak in most vampire lore. You know, when they first turn, they don't know how to use their powers yet. They're all sickly. Yeah, but in this one, they're like so hungry. They just got their powers. They're so strong and like unstoppable
Until
they can like get it under control. You know, that's like one change that Stephanie makes that I'm like fine with. My favorite thing about Stephanie is that she looks at vampire lore, and if she's like, ew, that's gross, then she's just like, no. Like bats, how about sparkly? Yes.
They don't have to do like not everything has to be based on Dracula.
It doesn't all have to be canon.
So
it doesn't
true.
have to be Dracula. Like, you know, make up your own
Dracula
shit.
was pretty goofy in a lot of ways.
I liked Dracula.
No, for sure, but it's like it is a little goofy.
And she's like, ew, he's ugly. Like, what if he was hot?
What if he was hot? Yeah.
I know Dracula's pretty spooky.
It is for sure spooky. I read it for the first time last year. It's a great book. What?
Yeah.
What?
Read it for the first time last year.
Why didn't we talk about it?
I don't know. That's weird.
What the fuck?
There's another thing I never finished. I didn't finish like the last battle, just like The Witcher. I was just talking about.
What? That's
I know I had to return the book to the library.
Last battle.
I assume they killed Dracula. You can tell me later if you want.
No spoilers. The only person who can help our vampires get through this is Confederate General Jasper Cullen.
I forgot about him.
Yes,
Sorry.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I wish that he was more Southern and hotter and better at it. He could have been pretty hot.
Do they, because he's in the first and second movie, do they, like, does he have any sort of backstory or even accent in the first two movies? Because I don't remember.
No, and I'm not, I mean, the actor is certainly not Southern, and he may even be British.
I don't think he's British.
No.
And allow me to
Please look it up.
fact check it.
I have to know. I have to call out all British people.
He does like
British. Jackson Rathbone, American.
There you go.
He's Jackson Rathbone. Wait, his name. Monroe Jackson Rathbone the Fifth.
He sounds like he's from Virginia with a name like that.
That is a Confederate name.
That is a Confederate ass name.
Where were you born?
Monroe Rathbone. That's a Confederate
Jackson?
general.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Wait,
okay, hold
Jackson, is that Confederate?
Yeah.
Born in Singapore.
What? Okay, but where's he like?
Distantly related to Civil War General Stonewall Jackson, who wasn't Stonewall.
Oh yeah,
the
Stonewall
Union?
Jackson.
Stonewall
He was
the
the
Union.
Union.
Yeah, that's why
Yes.
I was like, is Jackson even
Oh my god,
Confederate?
and English actor Basil Rathbone. I think they say Basil Rathbone.
Basil Rathbone.
So he's like a Union, Confederate, Singapore, British guy?
No wonder his accent
That's a
is
weird
so
fucking
terrible.
He's so confused.
He lived in Singapore, Norway, and Indonesia before settling in Midland, Texas, which is where his character is from Texas.
Okay.
All right.
Well, he does that accent for,
That's so confusing.
I want to say 2 sentences of the entire
Oh
franchise.
my god,
Struggled
like why?
with it,
It's not.
though.
I don't think it's hard to do a Southern accent. Granted, we're Southern.
We're from the South. That's
I know,
why.
but character like British actors lean into the Southern accent because it's pretty easy to find the cadence.
Yeah.
There are a lot of like crossovers between British accents, at least like some of them with Southern accents. I've realized they
And-
say like the same like slang kind of.
Well, like
Sometimes.
especially with Australian, just even like the way your mouth moves. Like my nana's from Appalachia, and she'll be like, "No."
Australians
and, you know what I mean?
are the rednecks
of the
Southern
British?
hemisphere.
British.
Well, Australians came from England, right?
Yeah, it was-
Originally,
Yeah.
They dumped all the penal
prisoners,
colonies there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I just learned so much about
like a
Monroe
history
Jackson
lesson.
Rathbone the Fifth.
Wow.
Rathbone.
Is he in anything else? Anything, I should say.
He is in the critically and publicly hated Avatar: The Last Airbender film adaptation as
Oh.
Sokka.
As he's Sokka?
Yeah, they pronounce it.
I knew that.
They pronounce it Sokka in the
Ugh.
movie for no reason. Now we were talking about The Village. We were talking about M. Night Shyamalan. That he ruined that movie. The
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender movie is garbage fire.
I have no opinion.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, why would you call Sokka Sokka? They also call the main character Ong instead of Aang. It's like that's an example of how bad every choice is in that film.
And I mean, I'm assuming he probably did not work much after that.
I don't. You know what? I know for a fact that he does a fuck ton of Comic-Cons. He loves being a guy who was in Twilight. He loves being like the most memed person in Twilight because there's so many memes of his like crazy eyes, you know. He loves that. Like he meets so many, because I'm in the Twilight shit posting group on Facebook, and there's like a huge Twilight community there. And he's like always at cons, always meeting fans. One girl was like, I met Jackson Rathbone at this con, and I showed him my brand's Twilight nail polish, and I gave him some, and he took a picture with me, and he's wearing it. Like,
we should try to go meet him in the next con.
Dude, get him on the pod.
Oh my god! Do you think you would?
The way you just described it makes me feel like it's possible.
I feel like the
That's a
problem with
great idea.
celebrities is getting to them.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I mean, I have a lot of time on my hands. I could
Well,
probably.
Work on him down. I will say he's in a lot of stuff, but like nothing that I recognize at all.
Like any Lifetime or Hallmark type films.
I can't
I'd
tell
be down
from
for
just
that.
like cruising.
Well, Jackson Rathbone, just let us know, you know.
If you're listening,
If you're listening,
I'm not sure why you would
throw
be.
us a Rathbone.
Yeah, we could try
Throw
to
us
share
a
this
Rathbone.
episode around. You never know.
Anyway, sorry we made fun of your Southern
We
accent.
love you so
Dude,
much.
we're making fun of. I mean, I love him as a person. I think that I'm not sure I've ever seen him like acting greatly, but I've also only watched the 2 cringiest films I think he's ever been in, the Twilight series and Avatar.
Yeah.
I've never seen him in anything where he even stood a chance. He was in the OC as 2 episodes.
I'm talking to him like he's listening. And then Jackson Rathbone.
Dear Jackson.
Dear Jackson,
Dear Monroe Jackson.
Come prove yourself.
You and Alice, what's that actress's name?
Yeah.
You guys are my 2 that I would fuck out of the vampires in the movie.
Ashley Green.
Ashley Green.
Who's that?
Alice.
It's his little,
the one who can see the future.
Oh, the Pixie Dream.
Yeah.
Pixie Dream girl.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, same.
She's cool.
Yeah.
They're the only 2 you would fuck?
No, but I mean, like, those are my top 2.
Oh.
And I know that makes me unique, so.
That is unique.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mia.
I love that for you. Tina, who are your top 2?
My top 2, I also would like to unicorn for a married couple, and it's definitely Rosalie and Emmett. La, 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 la. Even though he has that horrible haircut in this movie.
It's bad.
Emmett is Rosalie's the big one. The brother
big one?
That is large. My monkey man. It's okay. He almost never talks.
Okay, I was going to say, I really don't remember that for some reason.
He does have a scene that actor who plays Emmett in this movie
Kellen
when
Lutz.
he comes out, Kellen Lutz, when he comes out of the water and he makes this crazy face when he's supposed to be growling. Bless his little heart. And he just kind of like shakes his face really, really fast, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Wait, I believe that's a choice Emmett's making to seem crazy.
Yeah, it seems silly. Like I'm surprised it hasn't been memed more, honestly.
So this movie, I don't think has as much to hold on to. Okay, so wait, I forgot that I was. So Jackson Rathbone, his character's name is Jasper. Jasper was a Confederate general.
Oh yeah.
The movie and the book both are like, let's not look too closely at that.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
He's cool.
He's cool. Did they talk in the movie about his ability to control crowds' feelings and emotions?
I don't think they ever. I mean, like I said, we weren't paying that much attention.
Maybe it was like
I don't
line.
remember that. You did mention it.
I think that there's a couple lines where it's like, Jasper. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's not explained at all.
In the third movie?
Maybe, well, in the first movie, don't they give you like a tiny little brief thing on their powers? Or
I don't think that Jasper is part of that.
Okay.
Rosalie and Emmett don't have powers, and Esme, none of them have powers.
What about when they all went to see the Volturi for the first time?
Jasper wasn't there.
He wasn't there, so
That's
they never
crazy.
revealed his power.
Yeah. Damn. Well,
Yeah, I don't think
no
they
wonder
ever mentioned
everybody's
it, but-
fucking confused.
Yeah, I'm glad that you were there to, like, you know, give me the behind the scenes, because I feel like they did kind of skip over some important stuff.
Yeah.
I would have liked
agree.
to have seen more of the B plot.
Yeah.
They really did focus
it was
way too
more
much on the
interesting.
romance.
Like, I think that it's more interesting to talk about, like, first of all, I think they should have spent a lot more time dissecting Jasper's past and writing. I think that if these books were written today, no matter what Stephanie's beliefs are, her editor and pressure would make her be like, and let's talk about this. Let's dissect this. Let's show that he's like 40 years ago, he realized that, like, the Confederacy was bad, and he's
or just like when he joined, he was young, he was just fighting for what he believed in at the time. You know, they could have just made it like he was just
that is
young
what
and-
happened. He was young,
Yeah.
and he was fighting for what he believed in at the time, but they don't ever say, and then he changed.
Yeah.
There's, like, no place where it's like, and then
He's
changed.
also very anti-slavery, just so you know.
Right, that's not...
That would have been nice to say.
Yeah, that would have been... I would have laughed. There's no way that they could have slickly slid that in there.
Do you remember in What We Do in the Shadows when Viago's like, what's his name, Vlad?
Yeah.
Vlad is a little old-fashioned, and then it cuts to him, and he's like, why don't we get some slaves?
I fucking love that movie.
Slaves.
I rewatched that very recently.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I showed that to Greer for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Didn't
Nobody
you say
knows
he,
about that
kinda
movie.
Didn't get it.
No, he liked it.
Oh.
He liked
I
it
was
a
going
lot.
to say that's
a red flag.
That was me and Thomas's first movie.
Aw.
Yeah, and I was like, I love you. He showed it to me. I didn't know about it.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's my kind
And
of
he's
vampire.
like, you like, well, I liked Flight of the Conchords, and so.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
Jermaine.
Yes, I grew up on that. I love Flight of the
Yeah.
Conchords.
Yeah.
I wish Jermaine was in this movie. Changed the whole tone.
That would
No.
change the tone a lot.
I don't want that for him. For Murray. He could have been one of the werewolves.
Right.
They don't show that. The book also doesn't show that. There's a newborn army, and we get like flashes of it, like but flashes, and it's just like, oh, let's cut back.
It's like an afterthought.
Let's cut back to Edward and Jacob growling at each other from like 100-foot distance.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, and I remember like, what even happens? like minutes a minute. What fills the minutes of this movie?
There's a lot of talking. There's a motorcycle scene, I think. Or is that the second movie?
That's the second one.
Movie.
It's all blurry.
I don't even know. There's the tent cucking. I remember that so vividly. The whole tent scene.
Let's talk
That's
about the
end.
tent cucking.
Let's talk about the tent cucking. Thank God. Couldn't wait to talk about this. Yeah, they really conveniently set that all up.
Yeah, they're like, you know what we need to do right now?
Remember how earlier we said the werewolves are really warm? Well, now it's really cold.
Yeah, let's go hiking. It just happens to be a blizzard in the woods right now.
And Bella didn't bring a fucking coat. No. And we don't know how to build a fire.
Okay, I do remember. Okay, so we recorded our book episode with Brooke, who Brooke is a Twilight apologist. And also, you know that calling her a know-it-all is like not correct, because know-it-all makes it sound like there's some faking there. She just like knows it all the time. And so she was like,
she was
like, well, actually, this weather is very reasonable for like this part of Washington at this time of year. You never know if you might have a fluke storm in June, and then you didn't bring your coat because it's June.
Sure, but you bring a coat.
Here's what I think the problem is that Edward could have run to the outdoor store in Forks and stolen her a jacket and run back in 10 minutes.
Right, he has super speed.
Yeah.
He wants to be cooked.
In the first movie.
He wants to be cooked.
Yeah. I mean, when I watched this for the first time, I just loved Jacob. I loved everything about him. And I even looked past Taylor Lautner's little voice.
I like his voice.
The body of a 25-year-old buff man, the voice
like
of
body.
a child. Yeah, anything that he was in, I was happy. So I loved that scene. I was like, get Edward out of here. Even though I knew, they have to be together. But
I do think that Taylor Lautner makes me like Jacob less.
Yeah.
He's much better in the books.
Yeah, it's way better.
I think maybe like because I'm 34, his voice, although, whatever, my boyfriend has kind of a high-pitched voice, but like
not like that.
Not like, I think it is not like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice it until you guys pointed it out. What does that mean for me?
I think it's
like so distracting, but
his muscles are more distracting.
I said this when we were watching it. I do really respect Taylor Lautner as an actor for like beefing up so hard and then being like, I contractually demand that I'm shirtless in 80% of the scenes.
If only the girl that played Victoria did the same.
Oh, I know. But like this movie, I just don't like him. Like in New Moon, I at least like kind of like him. He's fun. Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? He's all angsty in the rain. He's the motorcycles. Like Edward's not there. So it's like Jacob really going for Bella when she's being wishy-washy is like, I think way more understandable. Yeah. This movie, he's like, I'm not letting go. I'm going to kiss you even though you have a boyfriend who's here. Like, I'm going to fucking assault you. Like, I'm going to be so mean to your boyfriend. Like, if you like a girl and she has a boyfriend, the way to make that work for you is to become friends with the boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, play nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls don't like it when you're, like, mean to everyone they love.
So true, Leela.
And yeah, watching it as an adult, it's definitely more like giving, girls just don't like nice guys, like incel vibes, where it's like, you just can't take no for an answer because, you know what I mean? I'm what's good for you. Yeah. Like,
I mean, everyone in that movie book says Jacob's better for you. And Bella's like, I know.
But
I don't like him. So leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really buying it. I just, like you said, like in the second movie, it kind of made sense. But when Edward came back, it's like, okay, just fucking... And he doesn't... Like, Edward has, like, the reasoning of, like, oh, I have this like, you smell different or whatever. Like, I have this... we're, like, meant to be because I can't read your thoughts because they're not there and I can't smell your... Whatever it is.
I can't get a good smell on you.
I can't get a good read on you. But as far as I know, that's not the same way with, like, the werewolves, right? He just likes her as a person. So it's just like, I don't know. It's not as compelling of a reason to be, like, going after this girl that has a boyfriend already.
No.
There's nothing like a physical, like, oh god, I have to be with you. It's just like, all right, just come on, like, move on, get someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe go get with a nice werewolf girl.
She doesn't even know.
Oh, what? Oh, that's why you're looking at me weird. Something else happens.
Layla and I are just gonna move on to the next thing.
Okay.
Can't wait to watch the next 2 movies with you, Mia.
So there is a secret.
Oh.
So, in the first movie, Bella, Kristen Stewart, had her natural hair, and which means mousy brown white girl hair, you know. She had her natural hair, and I think her makeup was, like, very subtle. I don't really remember in New Moon, but in this movie, I thought that she had a wig, which was always, like, hairing so hard. It was way too much, like, no mousy haired brown haired girl.
It was shiny. It was like princess hair.
And then I also think that her makeup was done too much.
It was too bland.
She looked like a vampire
right?
sometimes.
She did. She had, the kind of like a
the
little
brown eyeshadow.
Yeah, like brown iridescent eyeshadow. She always had like
Lips.
mascara on, always had some kind of lip on.
It was weird. I was like, why are
Yeah.
they doing this? The point is that she's human. Why are they trying to make her look so glam? Like, I got confused. I was like, wait, is she a vampire?
Yeah.
She's not.
No.
It was weird. A weird choice. Why not make her... The point is to make her human looking.
I mean, I do think like a lot of it does stem down to like in the first Twilight movie, it was woman led. Like,
Yeah.
there was a
you're
woman
right.
director who had control over that shit.
You're so right, Catherine Hardwicke.
You know, men are like, put some makeup on that broad.
Yeah.
She looks sleepy. Wake her up. She looks too lesbian.
Guys, I'm looking at the IMDb of this movie, and I'm so weak because the plot starts like this. Bella, like who? Okay, what kind of person do you think wrote this? Bella once again finds herself surrounded by danger. He's like, bitch, can you please? Please.
She mysteriously finds herself surrounded by danger.
Okay,
She does love danger.
She does love danger. She loves dangerous men. Oh my god, how IMDb wants to know how I would rate Twilight.
That
Eclipse.
depends.
How many stars is that?
10.
That's a lot of stars.
How many
10
stars would you give it?
Eclipse?
Yeah.
5.
Leela?
Is that a completely neutral?
I would give it 4.5.
I'll give it 5.
5 is pretty low.
I'll give it 5. It wants me to sign in.
Oh.
Our vote has not been
Fuck that.
recorded.
Whatever.
I would only give it even 5 if I felt like it was something that I could share with my friends in a fun way.
Is
And
it
I
not?
feel like, no.
Well,
You didn't know what was
you're
going
sharing
on the
with
whole
me
time.
in a fun way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean now, but like, did you feel like you had a lot of fun when you were watching it? Like if we weren't there?
If you weren't there, you know, I could have had fun making fun of it with Thomas.
I watched Twilight by myself.
Yeah, Twilight, but I feel like this one's not as fun. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. I probably would watch it still, but
Definitely doesn't have the same factor. As
yeah,
the
not
first
the
one.
same. I got the IMDb trivia up. You guys ready for some trivia?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In the stories that Billy Black tells at the bonfire, do you remember he's telling like Native American stories which
Yeah.
are totally real and researched?
Yeah.
Yes.
The third wife, the one who kills herself,
Yes.
was originally going to be played by Kristen Stewart. She did.
What?
She did. Okay, she did perform the scene, but the director David Slade and author Stephanie Meyer thought it had an unintentional comical effect.
They
Why
put
would
this
she
bitch in
play-
a jet black wig.
Were they going to try to pretend that they just look alike? Or
They were gonna put her
Why?
in native face.
they're going to brown face her?
Yes.
Why?
Oh my god, that's bad. Can I once say one funny thing about that scene?
Yeah.
The third wife during that scene, she kills herself so that
So funny.
so that Victoria is drawn to the blood and doesn't attack the rest of the village or whatever. But when they have the actress kill herself, they don't
Wait,
even...
I want to clarify that vampire wasn't Victoria, was it? It was like some other vampire.
It's a different... I think it's like implied that in the books that it was Rosalie, but it's a different vampire.
I think that's before her time. Rosalie was turned in like the 40s.
I guess that's a book nightmare that Bella has.
Okay.
Okay, so the cold one, the vampire, is attacking the village, and the third wife kills herself. In the movie, they don't even like put a hole in her shirt for where she stabbed herself. They just show like a spot of red, and then she like kind of the actress kind of holds her hands as if and shaking as if there would be blood on them. They didn't put any blood on them, so I'm like, come on, guys. This is like the best part of the book. I feel.
There was like so many characters in that scene. The flashback to the like old
Yeah.
Quillette fake. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Fake Quillette.
Yeah.
Myths. How many of those actors do you think were native?
Ooh.
Like the scene where they're like the village and the
There were a
stabbing
lot
and
of
all that.
actors in there. Probably
There aren't that many Native American actors, I assume.
You've been an extra. They cast extras by going to a place and saying, "Will you be an extra?"
Yeah.
Anyone can be an extra.
Yeah, exactly.
So
They were just extras.
yeah, but they didn't
I
cast.
guess I mean, like, how many of those people do you think were native?
I'm gonna say 5.
5 of them.
Yes.
I think so too.
0.
0.
Do you not have the answer?
I know. I know.
Well, you just made me excited.
Sorry. I
Well,
don't
that was
know.
part of the IMDb trivia, and I couldn't wait to hear the answer.
The reason that Kristen Stewart is wearing a wig is because she cut her hair short for this movie, The Runaways. Have you seen that?
I have
No.
not seen it, but that's when she plays Joan Jett.
She had a pixie haircut in that like submarine movie or whatever.
I don't know that one. I just think it's interesting that Dakota Fanning is also in The Runaways.
How old was Dakota Fanning in this movie?
Dakota Fanning, she seemed much older to me than she seemed in New Moon. Let me get that answer for you.
She's a good actor, so she always just
She's
seems
a
older
great
than
actress.
she is.
She's been acting since she was little, and she compelled me
Yeah.
then.
I liked her in War of the Worlds.
I really liked
Oh
her.
my god, I forgot about that.
I liked her in Uptown Girls.
Oh
Never saw
yes, she was
Oh, it's so
a very good kid actor.
She has this like 1,000-yard stare in War of the Worlds when she gets like captured by the alien. That really haunts me.
Where's the fuck is Dakota Fanning? No way is she this low. Does she come after the third wife? Yes, she does.
Oh wow,
She's only 94. She's not that young.
she's Thomas's age.
So she was 16 when she was playing this.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. I think she does a great job. I love her so much. I think she is the only true, honest to God, like gravitas in this movie.
She does. There's something about the way she says pain.
Pain. I wonder how much she practiced that or if it just came to her naturally because she is subtle.
That was a good role for her.
She's a kid actor who knows how to be very subtle.
Yeah.
Which is not natural. Hopefully she's
I know.
okay.
I was hanging out with my dad over the weekend and we were talking so much shit about how bad the child actors are in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yes.
Specifically. They're worse in Chamber of Secrets than they are in Sorcerer's Stone. They all got worse. It is revealed in this film that Jasper is originally from Texas. Actor Jackson Rathbone is also a native Texan. Not native, he was born in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't
Hello.
count.
Subsequently fought for Jasper to wear cowboy boots in the films.
Wait, he fought for his character to be able to wear cowboy boots?
Yes.
Did he wear cowboy
No,
I
boots
didn't
as the
notice at
vampire?
all. I did not notice
You know
at
what the
all.
director said? Fine, but we're not going to fucking shoot your feet. You
Yeah.
fucking stupid kick-ass.
Wait, so
That would have been a nice detail. I would have
in the
appreciated.
flashbacks or like as
I think
As
both.
himself.
Aw.
I mean, but if he's supposed to be this Texas boy, then like that's fine. I would have. That's a nice little
sure.
nod.
Yeah.
Wearing cowboy boots in the Pacific Northwest, though, that's people aren't going to take you seriously.
I think they won't take you seriously, but I do think it's a practical thing to do, though, with all the rainfall.
Yeah, it's a boots wearing place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eclipse is actually Taylor Lautner's favorite book in the Twilight series. I like how it says actually.
Actually,
Because he was reading it and he was like, ooh, I'm going to kiss that
yeah, he's
girl.
like, can we just spoon that girl?
Can we just spoon that girl? Damn, Jackson Rathbone keeping up the bad decisions. Jackson Rathbone's favorite actress is Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay. What is this trivia?
Is IMDb trivia.
That's great. He got to act with her a little bit then, right?
Yeah.
He gets,
His favorite actress in
In
general
life.
is her?
Wait, guys, do you remember who Riley is?
Yeah, that's that
No.
guy at the beginning.
He's like the main first guy who gets
first-
turned.
The first baby
was that
vampire.
was that the first scene?
Yeah, it was the opening.
Who turns him? Victoria?
Victoria.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy, and
Oh.
Channing Tatum were considered
Channing
to
Tatum.
play Riley. Can you think of two more different actors, Tom Felton and Channing
What
Tatum?
was that casting call like?
Well, okay, I will say that Tom Felton and Channing Tatum both have a certain, like, I don't need you, but I also don't take myself seriously. Like,
Sure.
they're
yeah.
like hot and goofy.
I don't even think I would put them in the same page of two different Venn diagrams.
But they just cast it like a nobody, right?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't know who that
was. A
was.
good call. Imagine if Draco Malfoy was.
They just
shows
wanted to
up.
name.
So distracting.
Magic Mike shows up.
Guys, I think I have some like insight into why this movie doesn't feel maybe like as good as the other ones.
Because
Okay.
it's the number 3 in a series. And
Well,
they
sure.
always start giving up by that point.
Well, sure, Mia.
Just wait till the next one, though.
Okay.
Does it get better?
I think
Just
it
tell
gets a
me.
lot more
The
fun.
next 2 are like crazy.
They're like bonkers.
Because they're like silly.
Yeah,
They're
there's definitely
bonkers.
shit to laugh at. Okay, listen. Director David Slade originally spoke against the Twilight series, stating he wouldn't go near the franchise. Shortly after he was announced as the director of Eclipse, he quickly withdrew his previous remarks, claiming it to be a joke he was doing to promote some of his comedy shorts.
Oh, God. Oh, no, he does comedy.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It was a joke.
Save it for your cousin, David Spade.
Yeah. Let the
That's how
Spades
cousins work.
do the comedy.
That's how cousins work. Oh, okay. Remember when we were watching it, I said that they fired Rachel Lefebvre because she asked for too much money?
Yes.
It was actually because she got fired by Summit because her filming schedule overlapped with another film she was in. So that's even dumber. They should have fucking worked with her.
What film is she in?
It's called Barney's Vision.
No.
Barney's Version.
What?
Barney's version, like Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna click on it.
Barney's
Version, rated R.
We never go out of style.
Rated
What is that?
R.
I don't know. Was it trying to be an impression of Barney the dinosaur?
Singing that?
Yeah.
What?
Because I said Barney's version, like Taylor's version.
Oh, no, I don't.
This movie seems dumb. I also think maybe Rochelle made a mistake.
Yeah, I think so.
But they should have worked
She
with
thought this was
her.
going to be her big break.
Yeah, that's sad because it weren't. It weren't. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to this movie? Like, did anything stand out to you specifically?
Probably. Let me just think about it more. So we talked about the B plot. We talked about the vampire newborn army, kind of. Did we talk about the Volturi?
The Tory?
They're
Volturi,
barely in
what is
this.
Yeah, the Volturi are like...
I guess it's more the second movie.
Yeah, they're more of like a threat in the background for a lot of this movie, and they show up
They
at the
just
very
show up
end.
to check on him at the end.
Yeah.
And they're... I'll tell you now, the reason they show up at the end of this movie is because they're important in the next movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, this series has a through line. And you're like, okay, Stephanie.
Okay,
Alright,
Steph.
we get it. Oh yeah, let's talk about how Bella wants to be a vampire really bad. And I have a prediction.
Okay.
Because everyone's like, no, bitch, you don't want to be a vampire. Being a
Yeah.
vampire sucks. Save your soul. If we had a choice, Rosalie told her whole story. We didn't talk about Rosalie.
Oh, let's definitely talk about Rosalie, but finish what you're saying first.
Yeah, Rosalie tells her this whole story about how she became a vampire, and she basically doesn't like it. Nobody likes being a vampire. You're dead. And
That's why I think that
it's kind of embarrassing
Bella's fucking stupid.
that
yeah.
Bella wants to be a vampire, and like if she does turn into a vampire, everyone's gonna be like, "You're a poser," or like,
Yeah.
nobody wants this. Like, stop. So
She's like, but I'm 18 and I know more than that.
and her like she goes to Florida or Arizona or whatever to talk to her mom, and her mom makes her like a sweet quilt, and it's like she's has a moment where she's like, do I want to be a dead immortal creature that sucks blood? I don't know. But then she's like, yeah, of course, because I love Edward. But I think that it would be too corny. It would make her unlikable if she just turned into a vampire of her own free will. So I think that there's going to be a situation where she's going to change her mind. She's going to decide to be a human. It's going to be a very tough choice. And then there's going to be a situation where she's about to die and they have to like revive her into a vampire to save her life. That's my prediction.
I like that. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
I do like that, though. You're right that it is too easy to just be like, and now I bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to be more to it than that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Rosalie.
Okay.
I love Rosalie so much.
Yeah. So in the book, Rosalie's little backstory, it gets its own chapter, I believe.
Yeah, because she talks for like 45 minutes.
Wait, in the first one, let me just interrupt you. What is she introduced in the first one at all?
Like, yeah, she's there.
She's like, well, she's one of the Cullens, that's it.
Yeah, remember she like breaks the bowl because she's so mad about Bella or whatever.
And she's Jasper's.
No, it's Rosalie and Emmett, and it's Alice and Jasper.
Oh, Alice and Jasper. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
No, we have not heard about her backstory at all until right now.
Okay.
And I think it's because Stephanie's like, can't do rape revenge in the first book.
Or she's
Gotta
like,
save that.
oh yeah, we need a backstory for her rape.
Why? Yeah. Oh, like, why is she so mad? Rape, probably.
So in the book, this is told. I mean, this stuck with me when I first read this, and I was so young because I mean, in general, I think every woman's like one of our worst fears is getting cornered, and gang raped. I mean,
yeah, I mean that is. I will say that's probably top 5.
Top 5, right? I mean, we all, even if our cars are locked, we get in our cars, we check the back seats. You know, like
men don't do that. Do you guys do that?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, men do not do that.
No,
they do not care who's in their back seat.
It took me a while, like with Jason too, like to because he would get mad at me, like when he would get back from, we would drive places, he would run in the store and come back, and like I would have to unlock the car to let him in, and he'd be like, "What are you doing? Like I told you it would be 5 minutes," and I'm like, "Idiot. I am so easy to kidnap."
Yeah, you know, another thing is
I will not resist. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
Over the weekend I was at a brewery with my mom and my stepdad over the weekend, and my stepmom, other way around. My dad and my stepmom, God, it's so hard to come from a broken home.
That's the main reason.
My stepmom was like much drunker than my dad. So I was about to go to the bathroom, and for a second I was about to hand my dad my drink and say, "Watch my drink." But I was like, drunk stepmom will do this better than slightly more sober dad.
Yep.
So I said, "Corey, will you please watch my drink?" And she said, "I won't let anyone roofie it." And I was like,
exactly.
This bitch gets it.
Of course.
She gets it.
Dads will be like, "Yeah, I won't spill it. I won't lose it." No, that's not what I mean.
Make sure no one steals it.
I bring mine to the bathroom with me.
Anyway, Rosalie.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell your take of it.
Yeah, what's your take?
Oh God, let me see if I remember. So she, this is pretty fucked up. It's what is it, like 1800s?
Yeah, I think it's like
early 1900s,
maybe turn of the century, like 1900s. Yeah.
She's a sweet, beautiful young woman. She like wants to have this family, and she's whatever. She's cool. She has a fiance who she has a big old crush on.
That's the saddest part, is that she likes him.
Yeah. He seems fine at first, and then I'm just trying to remember how this ties into her being a vampire. But anyway, one night, I guess she's like walking home, and she finds her fiance drunk with like a bunch of his buddies.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why don't you take off your shirt, babe," or something.
Dude, what a crazy thing.
Which is kind of like, okay.
It's like, "Hey, what I tell you boys, isn't she the most beautiful girl you ever seen? Hey,
Yeah.
Rosie."
Dude, you could just fuck her for regular free if you just wait like a month to get married. Like, what?
Oh, I guess they weren't fucking yet. So, well, still, I mean,
for virtue.
Yeah, of course. So then they all rape her?
Yeah, they rip off all her clothes.
The book says, and the movie implies, that they gang rape her.
Okay. And then they leave her for dead in the alley for some reason. All of a sudden, her fiance just turns on her, which I find a little bit strange.
Because it's just a fucked up world, and
it's just fucked up, Mia.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't disagree with that.
It's like in the book, it's like he's like mad that she is very vain. She says in the book that she was very vain, very prissy, like very proud of how beautiful she was.
She was the daughter of a rich family. That's just like very par for the course, I think.
Yeah, I think
so. He's like, "Oh, how rich are you now? You know, oh, you're so full of yourself now that we, punched you in the face and
that would have made more sense
you."
if she like dumped him or something. It was just kind of like out of the blue.
She did nothing. She was down. She literally was like,
"That's why
you just said something crazy.
So weird.
I'll see you tomorrow when you're not drunk."
Yeah.
And I'm really not a fan of rape as a use for in movies.
I thought you just
in
meant
general.
rape. Sorry.
But I don't like it when movies will use it as, especially when it's like, usually it's, I think that this seems like it was written by men, because they'll use it as but Stephanie Meyer wrote it.
See, I think that like this one doesn't bother me. I mean, okay. The movie makes it way worse and like more harder to. The one in the book like didn't really bother me as much.
They said there was a smear of blood as she crawled away. Like it was gross. It was bad.
It's really upsetting and it's really fucked up.
So they
leave her for dead.
They leave her for dead, and then a vampire comes and bites her.
It's just so. It is crazy. Like, what did they do to her?
They raped her to death.
Like, what logistically happened?
I think they also beat the shit out of her. I think that's my guess.
They beat the shit out of her,
and
to
she was
death.
dying and bleeding. So, like, a vampire came by and smelled
Carlisle.
her.
Yeah, Carlisle. The dad.
Because he has this, like, savior complex, and he's like, and he's a sweetie pie. And so he's like...
The only way he could save her, even though he's a doctor, is to turn her into a vampire.
When there's, like, no other choice. Like, that's the circumstances under which he changed Edward. Is Edward was dying from Spanish flu. He was going to die. And so allegedly, Edward's mom, like, begged him, like, please save my son. So that's the first the first vampire that Carlisle saved was because his mother begged him.
They must have beat the shit out of her then.
Yeah, she was maybe internal bleeding. That's something that doctors couldn't really do back then.
A revenge.
So
complex.
That's cool as shit.
I do like the revenge.
I love a revenge story.
So then she, in the book, also it's very badass. Just like she shows up on his. Is it on? Where she just shows up, or is it on his wedding day?
I don't know where it's supposed to be. He's knows it. He might be in a hotel or something.
She sucks his blood.
He knows it's coming.
Yeah,
because all his friends have died already.
Yeah,
Blast.
She's picked off all his friends, and she shows up in her wedding gown.
Oh right,
yes.
right. Yeah, I do remember that now.
So cool.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool.
And I'm like, okay, all right, fine. Rape, no, but rape and revenge, maybe.
Rape and revenge. Well, because I don't think her rape serves her own story. It doesn't serve like anyone else's story.
That's true.
It doesn't serve anything other than her own character development. And like to top it off, she's not really even saying I was raped and that's why I'm a horrific bitch. She's saying I was raped and turned into a vampire against my will. And now I can't have a baby. Yeah. And that's why...
She's trying to convince Bella that this isn't such a glorious life.
Oh my God. Me and Rosalie are like totally the same. We both want babies.
Well, and it's like, I mean, Rosalie is, I feel like, the most tragic Cullen because she feels...
Oh God, yes, by far.
She feels like she was sort of like... I hate that we keep saying this, but like, quote unquote, like kind of like raped twice because she was disgraced after all of that. She just wanted to die. Like, in the book, she just wanted to die.
Okay, I do want to say, you said that she might have the most tragic story, and I agreed vehemently, but I think we both forgot about the fact that Alice only knows that she was in a mental health institution and died and was brought back as a vampire and knows nothing else.
Oh, what? When do they talk about that?
They don't. I don't think they talk about it in the movies.
They don't at all.
That's her whole backstory.
It's kind of mysterious.
Isn't that cool?
Intriguing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Esme, the mom.
She moms. That's her superpower.
Well, yeah, and how she became a vampire.
Oh God! She tried to kill herself.
Yeah, she tried to kill herself.
She, I guess, did almost kill herself.
She threw herself into the water.
That comes up in a later.
But why? Again?
And then he found her and was like, "I need a wife, so I guess I'm gonna revive this lady who tried to kill herself."
And she tried to kill herself because she hated.
I don't think we really know why.
I think it comes up in the next book.
Depression. Who knows?
She hasn't told us yet. Do you know they considered Drew Barrymore to direct this movie?
Wait,
she might have done a better job.
I mean, I would have been down for that.
What if she directed?
She has her own little film. It's called, her own studio. It's called Flower Films.
Cute.
That's so cute. She's such a little hippy dippy, like emphasis on dippy a little bit.
She did the Elliot Page film, Whip It.
Oh, Whip It.
That was about roller derby, which is
totally
awesome.
different from Twilight. Oh, one thing I read in the trivia is that it seems like the Twilight films and the Harry Potter films were releasing always in like November, and they had to like alternate years, kind of.
That sounds right, which is weird because why wouldn't Harry Potter release for Halloween?
Why would it release for Halloween?
No, it's spooky. It's witches.
Yeah, it's Halloween adjacent.
Don't you think Sorcerer's Stone is a Christmas film?
Yeah.
I think that I've heard people say Sorcerer's Stone is Christmas, Chamber of Secrets is Halloween, and Prisoner of Azkaban is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? In what ways?
Pumpkins, big pumpkins on screen.
There are so many big pumpkins.
Big pumpkins on screen.
Which also leads to...
No, they're different. They're nice pumpkins, not scary pumpkins.
They're edible pumpkins.
They're nice pumpkins, not scary pumpkins.
Oh, this is the only Twilight film not released in November to avoid competition with Deathly Hallows Part 1. In fact, the delay of the Half-Blood Prince from 2008 to July 2009 is the reason why Twilight could release in November 2008. They were like battling. You can't release Twilight and Harry Potter.
What a time.
In 2008, me and my brain at the time would have been like, oh, where do I go?
Yeah, if they released on the same day. Can you imagine?
No.
I saw a Harry Potter while I was in college. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the last one came out in 2011.
Oh, I never really got into Harry Potter.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
As you know from
Harry Potter for Idiots.
Your last appearance, yeah.
But November is a good time to release a movie like this.
People want to go to the theaters during holidays like that when your family's all in town, It's
like the season of dying and vampires are dead and cold.
True.
IMDb says, when Bella punches Jacob in the face after he kisses her, you see for a split second that Taylor Lautner is laughing.
What?
This take was difficult, as each take they did, Taylor had a hard time keeping a straight face.
So it's in the movie? You can see him laughing?
I guess. A couple of, like, some of these, once you read them, you notice them constantly. Like, I'll always mention, there's this moment in the first movie where Bella's walking down her stairs and slips on ice. And you can see very clearly that she's wearing knee pads under her skinny little jeans. And she also lands on her ass, so the knee pads are doing nothing. That's it for the IMDb trivia, really.
Okay.
Is there anything else that we want to talk about? We talked about Jasper's backstory. We talked about Rosalie's backstory, which are, I think, much more interesting in the movies, because in the books, it's like 2 chapters that are like, let me tell you a story. Also, the Quillette myths. In the book, it kept being like, buckle down. Here's 25 pages of exposition. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So at least you got to like watch it. Not that we watched her rape, not liking that. But like the Quillette myth, for example, much more fun to watch than it was to listen to for me.
Yeah. I think I listened to the audiobook.
That might have been different.
I was like running all around Suffolk, trying to get my steps in, during the Quillette thing. So I was like looking at the cotton fields in the Elizabeth River and being like, oh my God, imagine if I was there. That's just like when I read Hatchet when I was at the lake. I was like,
spoilers. Next week's episode.
When you go to the museum and you listen to like the audio, like, you know, the walkthrough, you were like there.
It's like I was there.
It's like I was there.
Immersive.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yes.
I think that's it on Twilight Eclipse. Let's do this, Mia. Who is your favorite character in this film?
It's tough.
This is really tough.
Because they're all kind of one note in this film.
Yeah, they all don't really do a whole lot. I don't know, honestly. I was thinking about that one.
What do you think?
I was going to say Dakota Fanning, but that doesn't really count.
She's in it.
She is in it, and I mean, I do really like her. She does draw the eye, you know, and you all of a sudden pay attention when she's on screen. So I mean, I may pick Dakota Fanning because I don't really feel like the other characters bring a whole lot to this movie.
I'm interested to see what happens with her in the next movie. Everyone else, I'm kind of like, meh.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think my favorite character in this movie,
it's so really hard.
Dakota Fanning. I like the werewolf boys as like a unit. I like when they're all shirtless and like fighting and like they love each other and they're eating a lot and it's like so cute. I love boys being boys, like healthy. Mia, what was your favorite moment in this movie?
Definitely the cucking.
The cucking.
It was so ridiculous. It was like they were like, oh, I can't wait to, like, they were like planning it out the whole movie and then they're like, this is why everything leads to this. I was like, come on. The double cucking, the tent and the like carrying her through the woods shirtless. I was just like, come on.
Oh yeah, I read a trivia that said that when Jacob carries Bella through the woods, he was supposed to have her on like a cart to make it easier for him, Taylor Lautner. So strong. But it like looked bad, so he was like, let me just actually carry her. I got this buff. But they had to take it like they were working on that scene like all day, and by the end of the day he was like, okay, my arms are tired. They're now tired.
Because they were talking through it too. He wasn't just carrying, like they were having a conversation.
Yeah, he looked pretty effortless, honestly.
Yeah.
Say I do hate when I'm doing cardio and I'm working out with a friend and they try to conversate with me.
Hard. Yeah, that's why I don't run with other people. Even though some people like Anna loves that, but
that's
like
I don't do cardio.
I will not. I have to, and my little heart will give out. Leela, what's your favorite moment?
God. I think when they all come out of the water, it's really stupid and funny.
Yeah. It reminds me, did that happen in like one of the parts of the Caribbean or something?
Yes, I think they're under the water under the full moon and you can see all the skeleton pirates.
That's much cooler. Okay. Pirates was much cooler than Eclipse.
Jerry Bruckheimer, more like Jerry Buckheimer.
Is he hot?
No, I don't think so. Surely no. Surely no. But I like when they come out of the water, the vampires come out of the water. It's like they act like it's a very cool moment. The movie acts like it's a very cool moment. It's just so stupid. It's like, what have you guys just been hiding in there? Like, what's happening?
So they just walked across the bottom of the ocean. Why can't you just take a boat like a normal
What are we doing?
person?
It's so stupid. And I love like stupid cinematic choices for no reason.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh.
Other than like, obviously you picked this for like movie magic and it didn't work.
Yeah. Also, I love when Kellen Lutz growls in the water and his face vibrates.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
I look forward to looking for that next time I watch this.
Enjoy. Okay, well, what's your favorite cinematic moment?
I'm also going to pick, as you both did, the one that that I thought was funniest. The one that made me laugh the hardest. When Edward Cullen proposes to Bella Swan and gives her the ugliest fucking ring you've ever seen in your life. We didn't even mention that he proposes to her with his mother's ring that looks like it is from Claire's 2008.
It's bad. It's so bad.
It's
like
fucking
rhinestones.
Horrific cubic zirconium.
It's terrible.
It's ugly.
It's huge.
It's ugly.
It's huge. None of the diamonds are big enough to be worth anything.
That ring is so ugly, I would say no matter how much I loved him.
Agree.
That ring is so ugly, no matter how much it was worth, I would throw it into a volcano. That ring is so ugly, I would eat it and then poop it out and not even look before I flushed. So ugly. So that's my favorite part.
Real quick, I'm just now remembering the whole proposal thing. So there was the scene we didn't even talk about where Bella tries to fuck Edward. And he says no. He says no because he wants to stay pure.
To save it for marriage.
He's a good Christian boy.
Is he?
Mia, you have to remember that the author of these books is Mormon.
That is a very important piece of information that I did not know until just now.
Wow, okay.
Surely I'd mentioned it before now. The author of these books is Mormon, and like...
Are Mormons allowed to talk about vampires and werewolves? It seems like...
Oh, yeah.
As long as they're not fucking.
As long as they're not fucking.
They're not Catholic.
But think about the way that Edward wants so badly to drink Bella's blood. It's almost irresistible to him, but he constantly denies himself that pleasure.
It's wrong.
Because it is a metaphor for sex in the Mormon church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we left that out until just now for me. That is
maybe you have mentioned
pretty key information. Yeah. I feel like it explains a lot.
The whole fucking book series is like a Mormon metaphor.
It's just repression.
Yeah. So like, yeah, Bella is like, I want to have sex before I'm a vampire. And Edward's like, you have to marry me and then we'll have sex and then I'll make you a vampire. Because I'm not going to have sex with you unless we're married.
So Edward's a virgin.
Edward's allegedly a virgin.
And he's like 100 years old.
Yes, he's been saving himself the whole time.
Okay.
He says that's the one sin he's never committed.
So he's never had... Okay, whatever.
I don't know if Stephanie Meyer said this, but the fandom says that when you become a vampire...
Oh my god, you're going to...
When you become a vampire, your like final jizz is like frozen inside of you.
It's frozen.
Your final. So do you jizz when you become a vampire?
No, it's like he can have like one jizz as a vampire that
that's
is
still
like,
human or something.
Yeah, I don't know what happens after that.
You can't ever jizz again.
According to the fandom, he's got one jizz.
You have only one jizz.
And as you know, Mia, he does eventually use
this
that
opportunity
jizz.
comes once in a lifetime.
He eventually does use the jizz on Bella.
For the right girl.
Imagine only having one
girl.
jizz and using it on lesbian Kristen Stewart in a bad wig.
I'm waiting 100 years for it.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't wait to watch the next two movies with you.
Can we watch them this week or next week?
I like Will. What do you think?
I have nothing going on.
I can't be just like watching and rewatching these movies.
It's not good for your mental health.
Okay, Mia, I did tell you we'll watch the next one with you around October and we'll watch the next one around Christmas.
You have to space them out that far.
Yes.
For the podcast, yeah. We space them out a little bit.
I'll contain myself.
Happy to rewatch any of the first three in the meantime.
Oh, God. I mean,
are they still doing it at the Bird?
No. We missed it. It's all over.
Okay.
It's all over. We gotta wait till next year, but we can catch it next year.
This time in the play. In the podcast, we play a game. It is called Horny, Sad, or Just Plain Bad. Do you feel that Eclipse, the movie, is horny, sad, or just plain bad?
Just plain bad. It was so horny, but it was so bad that it's just plain bad.
It canceled
out the horny.
Layla, what do you think?
I think it's just plain bad as well.
I also think it's just plain bad. It's really bad.
It was so bad, we all agree on it.
New Moon was horny and fun.
New Moon was horny.
This is bad.
Yeah.
We have rape revenge. We have no. We have rape.
Yeah.
We have Confederates. We have I'm still in love with you even though your boyfriend's right here and you've told me no a lot. Like, it's not good.
We have somehow still a lot of shirtless Taylor Lautner, and it's still not.
We have Bryce Dallas Howard instead of Rochelle Lafarve.
Yeah.
I'm saying it Irishly. Lafarve. Rochelle Lafarve. French. I wish Brooke was here. French. How do you French?
I mean, and Bryce Dallas Howard she's tasty. Outside of her, like, when she's in movies, she, like, is naturally very, very thick. She got a big old dong.
Thick? For real?
Yes.
She looks so small.
No, she's a little thick.
You should see her. You should look her up, like, on the red carpet outside of the movies.
She's gorgeous.
She's
I'll give her that.
Beautiful. But she doesn't make it horny.
No.
Previous Rochelle, she horned it up a little.
Oh, yeah. She made me horny.
With her little eyebrow. She has a lot of eyebrow work.
She's just hot in, like, a completely different way. Oh, yeah. She is thick. Oh, she's a thickie.
Yeah.
She's built like me. She got tiny tits, big ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I feel a kinship with her.
You're like, no, I like her.
Sorry, I was mean to you, Bryce. You weren't out of the two Victorias. You weren't my favorite.
Yeah, and that's fine. You know, I'm sure she probably agrees with that. Who knows? How was she possibly even directed? What do you think she was told to how was anyone told to act in any of these scenes?
Snarl.
Go feral.
Tired. Do you ever, like, when you're reading books and it says that the character does something crazy and then you have to, like, act it out loud?
Yeah, it'll be like he bared his teeth and I'll be like,
grimaced.
Me and Greer have been listening to an audiobook together in the car, and we're just, like, writing along in silence, both of us just doing every little thing that the character says he's doing. It's like, I shook my head to clear my thoughts, and we're both like, shake, 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 shake. Okay. Well, Mia, thank you so much for coming. We've been dying to get you on the pod. We actually had Mia scheduled like a year and a half ago, but she was pregnant and suffering from a horrible migraine.
Oh, is that what
at the time? Yeah, I don't even. What were we supposed to cover?
That sounds right.
You know what, Leela? I think Mia would be a good candidate to cover one of your songs sometime.
Are you sure?
The problem with Leela's songs is no one wants to be mean enough to her, and I think Mia can do
I'll
it.
roast the shit
I think
out of
Mia
you.
has it in her heart of hearts.
Okay, I agree. You can't just be like, wow, you were so talented. Like, I know.
These are songs
but
you wrote and performed as
For
a
a Christian
teenager?
rock band? Mia's making a face. She's making a face.
Yeah, you gotta let me listen to those sometime. I'd be happy to roast the shit out of you. Politely.
Introduce you to a
Lovingly.
good friend of mine. His name's JC.
Wait, did you play an instrument?
Yeah, I played the keyboard.
Or will you play me the songs on the keyboard? And sing them?
Mia, we'll pull up a YouTube video for you after we finish this recording.
No, you have to play them live for me.
Okay.
We'll talk about this off the air.
Okay.
All right, that's it for Burn Before Reading.
Until next week, remember,
Your cringe is part of you.
but only a small part of you.
Thanks for listening to Burn Before Reading.
Created by me, Christina Kahn.
Hosted and produced by Christina Kahn and me, Leela Hilton.
Logo designed by Michael Hardison. Follow him on Instagram at RoyGBivRVA or check out his work at wildlingpress.com.
Theme music by Sakura Wishes.
Find me online at Christina Kahn.
And find me at Leels for Reels.
Follow the podcast on Instagram and Tumblr at BurnBeforePod.
Or feel free to give us an email at burnbeforepod@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening, friends.
See you next time.
Deus Ex Media.